Hello, and welcome to my budget Axie challenge video, wherein I'll showcase how my team did this. My team costed 0.015 Ethereum to build, so let's get started! First up is our leaf generator frontline, which costed me 0.004 Ethereum. Its key purpose is to generate leaves for its allies, such as its running leaf cloak for that sole purpose, Pappy, Clover, and Bidens being its supporting leaf generating cards, as well as Mosquito, Scaly Spoon, and Pupae for sustaining cards. Explaining its charms, we have Bug's Energy Drink Medium on Mosquito, because it grants 50 shield on a cost of 50% base stat, which Mosquito only had 20. Next, we have Leafy Pot on Clover, so that it'll grant leaves faster for its allied Axies. Next, we have Reptile's Charm of Vitality 1 for an extra 10 HP stat. Then we have Ancient Root for Retain on Bidens, so that whenever it's retained for more than a round, it'll grant 1 leaf after using it. Next up is our Target Master Midline, which costed me 0.006 Ethereum. Its key purpose is to get Shrimp ready for the setup kill. Its rune being Calcium Armor so that it'll have more sustainability, its key cards being Leafy and Shrimp, and then its supporting cards being Oranda and Garish Worm, since Oranda is an any target card which also dispels, and Garish Worm removing retained cards. Explaining its charms, Aqua's a bit more straightforward. So we have Aquatic Charm of Power 2 on Risky Fish for extra damage, Scotch Tape to retain Leafy for later rounds, Aquatic Charm of Power 2 on Oranda for extra damage, Bug's Charm of Power 2 on Garish Worm for extra damage, and then we have Sticky Octopus to retain Shrimp, so that will decide when to Leafy Blast something. Lastly, our old Reptile Buddy, which costed me 0.005 Ethereum. Its rune being Prehistoric Armor so that it'll gain itself 1 spike at the start of a round, and when spikes get converted to blood spikes, it gains extra 3. Its key cards being Leafy and Tri-Spikes for late game damage, Gecko for self-harm for blood spikes, as well as cleansing and healing other allies, Tiny Turtle for sleep in case we need a bit more time, Scaly Spoon for sustain, and Iguana for heal block in case there's things such as sacred birds. Explaining the charms, we have Reptile's Charm of Vitality 1 for extra 10 HP. Then we have Scotch Tape on Leafy for later blasts, Gecko Mask to taunt yourself as well as gain yourself some blood spikes in case they hit you, and then Sticky Lizard to retain Tri-Spikes for later blasts as well. Now that you understand how my team works, as you can see, it was able to land itself on the Tiger 1 bracket, which was in the top 1300 during the Mystic era. And here's my battle log. As you can see, it's pretty decent against a bit aggressive comps, AoE comps, but it's not great against setup comps such as Perch and Sponge and Poison. So I'll share some final remarks, and these are some tips about creating a budget team. So first of all, you have to consider your team synergy. This means you have to consider how your Axies work together. If they don't work together, regardless how much you bought them, they wouldn't work out. Next, you have to consider their rune and charm reliance. So you have to consider if this budget team of yours would need expensive runes or charms or not. And then lastly, most budget teams are underused or undiscovered teams. So best if you theorycraft your own team or create a team that's another version of a meta team. And that's all from me. See ya!